Good evening, YouTube. Well, it appears that the streets are ablaze with the sound of music. Tonight's big story is that Armand Wiggins' show has been removed from YouTube, and also from Twitter. Okay, we can talk about it a little bit. Several people are reporting on this. I'm sure Armand Wiggins is hot. From what I can tell, he had a tremendous argument with or about T.S. Madison. Those two have been going at it for a while now. I mean, if you guys remember, a couple of months ago, Armand had Larry Reid on his show. Larry Reid called into his show, and it turned into be pretty much a Larry Reid interview. And after that show, Larry Reid came on to apologize to T.S. Madison and suggesting that he felt like he was being baited into revealing information about T.S. Madison, how she runs her business and so forth. So I don't know how far back their feud goes. They consider themselves competitors or whatever, but it's been going on a while, right? So as far as I can tell, there was an interview on Queen Radio. That's Nicki Minaj, right? And he feels like his name was dropped in a disparaging way. I'm just trying to put this together in my head. This story only broke a couple hours ago. Okay, so first, when I hear this, trust but verify. Tracy has the actual audio of this interview where he lost it. He lost it, but what got him in trouble was the homophobic statements, which is ironic considering that he is homosexual. So I guess technically it would be transphobic. We have individual phobics under the umbrella of homophobic, right? So that was the first mistake, was things, F words and things like that. But the main thing that caused a lot of the problem is bringing YouTube's attention to it. So I went to Armand Wiggins' Facebook page, and his Facebook page is still there. And some of these interviews, the latest ones he's had, are still on there. The links don't work because the links are to YouTube videos. But the actual videos that he has on his Facebook are still working. His page is still functional. Right? My thing is this. I mean, shutting down someone's page is a big deal. I don't know if YouTube, do they erase all those tapes? I mean, he's been on for a long time, which means he's probably got hundreds of videos. So are those now gone for good? Can they be retrieved? That's a scary thing because he's had some celebrity interviews in there, which I'm sure he does not want to lose. Hopefully some of those are on Facebook, but I doubt that hundreds and hundreds of videos are saved on Facebook. So for me, I do my videos on an Apple iMac, and when I see that my computer seems to be moving slow or something like that, I always go after I make a video, I always delete it, right? Delete it. It goes into the trash, but they're still stored there in the trash, right? Then if the computer starts to move slow, periodically you empty the trash, which means I have no record of any of the videos that I've made. So if YouTube was to shut down my videos, I don't have them anymore. They're gone. So I'm hoping that that's not the way. I mean, they're stored somewhere. That could be a major loss for him. Right? You guys, that makes sense? So I guess I never tried it. I guess you could just store all your videos on your computer and just not erase them. I just thought it would be a waste of space myself. But maybe you have to reconsider that. I don't know. So it's never great when someone has done a lot of work and built something up and then it's taken away from them. So nobody mad at Armand Wiggins. Those two have been feuding. It's been escalating. And he really was very aggressive in this interview. Right? If you want to hear that, I guess you can go to Tracy. I don't know where else it will be posted. It's not on his Facebook page. But here's the thing that got me, right? There was a rumor. The rumor Justin Jay has something to do with this. Justin Jay, you know, he's never been my favorite person, but we haven't had any problem for a long, long time. And he's never responded to me, so I don't have any real animosity about him. But I had my curiosity would not allow me to sleep unless I went to this Twitter page to follow up this rumor. And here's what he had to say. So Justin Jay, King of Reads, usually, you know, he has this thing every year. People send him all these gifts and stuff, and he tells them what he wants for his birthday. And they have bought him computers and lights and microphones and all these kind of things, right? Every year it's like a thing with, I guess they give him money. This time he put on Twitter, King of Reads, my only birthday wish is that y'all join me in reporting this account for transphobia. And he gives the Twitter account for Armand Wiggins. So when you click on that link, the account is gone. So that says he's definitely got to remove from Twitter. And since he sent this out to all of his followers, which are well over 100,000 people, some of them, if you have a barrage of complaints on a YouTube creator, and YouTube, for this reason, checks the video, this seems to be why his channel was taken down. So it looks like it wasn't one complaint, one person flagging the video. It looks like there was a barrage called on by Justin Jay. Right? And this right here on Twitter is he's obviously speaking to his Twitter fans. But of course, they're all in all different social media. So we don't know. More of this will be revealed in the next couple of days. It's horrible to affect someone's livelihood. I understand Armand Wiggins has his own following. He's got a big group. This has happened to other people. I remember when Madison, when I first got on watching her, and I think she only had like 20,000 supporters. I said, what? 20,000? How could she have 20,000 supporters? Well, it was because she had to start a new page, and this happened more than once. And so she's up to 100,000 again, but it's taken this long, last couple of years, to get back up to that number. So, a lot of these numbers, people, they click on, sign up, never go back to the page, whatever. But a lot of people, not everybody is an active supporter, right? Where they go to your videos regularly, where they comment on your videos regularly. That's a much smaller number than the big number. But he was, I think he was he's well over 100,000. I know that. I don't remember what his number was. But it's discouraging. He'll immediately get a lot of those back, people who are actively following him. But still, it's just a sad state of affairs. Particularly when Justin Jay went to install himself in it, because as we recall, Justin Jay, going off on people, wildly off on people, is how he made his channel. So I don't know why he has no compassion for Armand Wiggins, because he lost it in an interview. But he was one of the most vulgar voices on the internet. Or certainly on YouTube. So we'll see. We'll follow this a little bit. My guess, people, some of us have gotten our pages taken down. I remember Kelly got his taken down for a minute. And it was right back up. The big number doesn't come right back, though, is the thing. So Armand Wiggins is not out of business. But this could affect his bottom line for a little while he builds his channel back up again. I think it's awful. And I think it's awful, especially if he's going to lose his archive of videos. Hundreds of videos. Some of them, I'm sure, are classics. Classic interviews. They can't be replaced. Does Google just trash them? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I would appreciate it if somebody would tell me who's been through this thing before. So this is a chance that you take when your sole income is YouTube. When we had the problems a couple of years ago when YouTube, they were not monetizing a lot of videos and stuff like that. If people were dependent on that, it was a big, major thing for them. So, I mean, I guess the lesson is, first of all, to try to save your videos. I'm going to research and see if I can save my videos on a flash drive as opposed to totally dependent on YouTube and assuming my page will never be shut down. I would recommend you guys do the same thing. Right. Okay, well, of course, we had a comment on it. I think that's pretty fucked up, though, if that's the way it went down. It was an argument between those two. I don't think Madison does things like that. She wouldn't do anything like that. But when you have a lot of followers, people who love you and care about you, you never know who's going to do what. But this man, King of Reeds, Justin J, has actually called on his followers to join him for his birthday in reporting Armand Wiggins for transphobia. Is this just the way this thing is played? I mean, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of viewers, so their checks are huge. Is this the way he takes out the competition? I don't know. I don't know why he would be so invested in the feud between Armand Wiggins and T.S. Madison. I don't understand that. But we'll check back in with it later on in the week. Later, people.